Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpio, and it's for August 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpio, and it's for August 2018. An interesting month, a significant month, because this is going to be an important start of your new spiritual journey, and right from the beginning of August on, in fact from the very 2nd of August, the life is just going to seem a little bit different. Life is going to seem to have a completely different energy, and this energy is just going to reflect on you in a really wonderful way, in a really significant way, because it's just going to be very much so connected to those time and those situations in your life that occurred not that long ago, but they created a certain problems and certain negativities in your life, and it just kind of stayed at the back of your mind. When this happened, when certain negativity stayed at the back of your mind, it means that you were focusing on a certain area or certain sections in your life that you weren't completely satisfied with. And what happens with you, my lovely Scorpio, because I get you, what happens with you is just you have got a very strong power of your mind. You have got a very enhanced intuition. You're very powerful indeed. Very often you have got this ability to remember much more when you go to sleep than the rest of the signs. I'm not saying it's always the case, but very often this happens, and this is because you are able to stretch so much further when it comes to your subconscious mind. You're able to stretch so much further when it comes to your third psychic eye and this particular way of thinking, which is absolutely brilliant. And that's why when you focus on certain things, whether they're good or bad, it does take an energy, of course, because this is the way things work. But when something negative happens and when something bad happens, or when there is an element like what you had, Scorpios, my beautiful babies, there was an element of a certain negativity that you had in your life that you will keep on focusing on because it didn't develop, you wanted it to develop. And this is why this is going to be such a significant time, and especially from the 2nd of August, when the things are just going to start happening for you in a slightly different way, but you are going to be able to feel this, you're going to be able to sense this, and the way you're going to be able to feel this is going to be this wonderful burst of energy. This wonderful burst of energy is on another hand going to reflect on you in such a way that it's just going to make you feel really optimistic. So this is going to be an optimistic month, which on another hand is going to actually make you to be very productive, you know, and those things that you couldn't be bothered to do maybe, or those those things that felt really heavy, maybe I shouldn't say you couldn't be bothered to do, but maybe those things that you felt like really heavy around, and those things that they didn't make you feel really positive, or they didn't make you feel in a good way when you would be focusing on them, you would just decide to leave them to do so some other time, some other moment. Now this is going to be this wonderful twist of energies that you are going to have. Things that the things that you were finding like really annoying so far, especially from the beginning of this year, and especially from January of this year, you knew what you wanted to do, you know what you need to do, you know where you need to focus, you know what's the right thing to do, you know what's the right direction to go, but you're just always you can always find something different. Oh no, but what about this, but what about that, what about this, but what about that? Well, now it is going to be the forceful, beautiful energy which is going to make you kind of think, instead of like thinking what about this and what about that, it's going to pinpoint you towards the right direction. So without the thinking and without any distractions, you will be able to do what you want, Scorpio, my babies. And this is really important, this is really significant. The August is going to be the month when the things are going to be happening finally, but they will be happening in such a way when you're going to be able to turn towards the different areas and different sections in your life, and just to pinpoint things that need to be sorted. And also the difference is going to be, once you put your mind towards somewhere, and once you focus towards something, you're just going to go for it, you're just going to do it like straight away. Go for it, Scorpio baby, without any distractions on the left and on the right, you know what I mean? So this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And when it comes to the actual health, listen, I already said the actual energy levels are going to be fantastic, bombastic. You're going to be dancing like, yeah, baby. The energy levels are going to be brilliant, okay? And this is when it comes to the actual health, because this is going to reflect on so many different sections of your life. And let me just tell you something. Please listen to me. Do as much as you can. Anything important you wanted to do this month. Anything important you wanted to start, do this month, because you will have this amazing brand new energy that is just going to really help you to focus longer, to be way more productive, which is going to come with your energy levels and things like that. It's going to be brilliant, okay? And you will be able to feel it, you will be able to sense it, and you will see, you will know it is when you start feeling the burst of energy. And also you will be thinking a lot about your past, you will be thinking a lot about your childhood, and this is how these energies normally work, and this is how it normally happens when we are finished with one particular specific spiritual journey. When we go on the second spiritual journey, then we actually, when we start a new spiritual journey in this life, then we are very much so connected to the beginning of this particular life, to our childhood, to people in our childhood and things like that. So we always go backwards and forwards, because there is always some kind of information that we can actually take from that time and use it now, and especially use it for the near future. What else I was going to say to you, my sweetnesses, what is going to be quite sensitive area when it comes to your health? It's going to be your liver. Liver is going to be a very sensitive area this month indeed. So try to drink lots of water, okay? Try to drink lots of water, but also try to do juices. Juices, you know, lots of juices like berries, blueberries, blackberries, goji berries, raspberries, strawberries, any berries that you can actually have. Juices with berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, goji berries, any berries. Try to drink as much as you can, because it's absolutely brilliant for your liver. One of the best things for your liver are these particular juices that are containing any berries, because they're absolutely amazing. They're high in dose in vitamin C, but they're also going to rejuvenate your liver like there is no tomorrow. What else I was going to say, my babies, for liver, it's actually milk thistle. There's this particular herb, because the liver, you see, takes time like to rejuvenate itself, and with liver, if it's a sensitive area for whichever reason, you know, it does take a little bit of time to kind of rejuvenate. So if you're drinking these juices and you're taking these juices, but at the same time, I would highly suggest to take a milk thistle. Milk thistle. Sorry, I'm repeating like this because I've got a strong accent. So it's a milk thistle. This is a wonderful herb. This herb has also been used for many years, for hundreds of years, for the liver detoxification. So to detoxify your liver, this herb is absolutely remarkable. So it's called milk thistle. And I would highly suggest to take this every now and then, But with every herb, I always highly suggest to take like a 6 weeks on, 2 weeks break, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks break, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks break. The reason why I do this, and the reason why I say this, because it's very important, because if we take, these are natural herbs, natural supplements, if we take them every single day with no break, our body is going to get used to it, and then it's not going to be as effective. So I really strongly suggest to take it 6 weeks on, couple of weeks break, and which is absolutely the best, you see. And it's brilliant to detoxify your liver. And also, if you are on any other medications, sorry, I just have to stress this. If you are on any other medications, please do check with your doctor or check with your GP, because they're the only people that can actually tell you whether this herb can interact with your existing medications. But apart from that, your health is going to be really great. I do see sign and I do see signification that you need to drink lots of water this month. It's going to be very important indeed. Now, when it comes to the number, it just all makes sense, you see, my Scorpios. It all makes sense to me. And it's the number one. Number one, it's all about a new beginning. Number one, it's all about you rejuvenating yourself. Number one, it's all about your brand new power that is coming in, the brand new energy that is coming in. But it's just going to shake you in such a wonderful way. It's going to make you feel really re-energized. You know, it's going to make you feel really optimistic. And it's going to make you enthusiastic. enthusiastic. This is a very, very powerful energy. This is a very significant energy, being enthusiastic, because being enthusiastic, it's just opening up so many pathways and so many new doors around you. It's unbelievable. This energy is really powerful. As I said, you, Scorpio, once you direct your energy towards something, it's just bombastic, you see. So if we do it negative, then it's going to be really negative, but if it's a really positive, then it's going to be the most positive thing in this world. You're very, very powerful signs indeed. So basically, number one, it's also trying to let you know that there is something really big going to happen. There is something very significant, in fact, going to happen this month. A new start. It is not only about you starting your own brand new part of your spiritual path, brand new part of your spiritual journey, but there is something really good going to happen. Something really positive is going to happen. New step, new part, new beginning. It all depends, but it's going to be new, and it's pretty much so it's going to be connected to your life, what you do now, but there is going to be an element of something completely new, whether it's going to be a new job, whether it's going to be new huge option that you're gonna go for, but it is just going to be very, very significant new start, and very significant for those of you who wanted promotion, for those of you who wanted new job, for those of you who wanted new work, for those of you who are looking for new work, for those of you that are looking for promotion, for those of you that are retired and just looking for the certain thing to develop, certain thing to happen. There is something really huge going to happen this month, because there is a ball going to be rolling like this, the Wheel of Fortune. It's amazing, but this Wheel of Fortune is going to be connected to the area of your life that you were hoping for, that you were waiting for, that you were keep on focusing on for quite a while now, and it's a very significant and very significant since actually February this year as well. This time is very much so connected to a lot that was happening in February 2018. So this is going to be really, really significant, and of course it's all connected. Okay, I would highly suggest to get something like a lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is absolutely brilliant, and it's also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, and it's brilliant because it's got the ability to enhance your third psychic eye and to connect to your subconscious mind and to connect to your spirit guides and guardian angels, which is going to be a very strong case when it comes to you. So you are going to be receiving lots of messages, and lapis lazuli is brilliant because it's got the ability to actually help you to recognize which messages, which spiritual messages and which omens are very, very significant, and above all, it's also going to help you to recognize them and single them out. You see, this lapis lazuli comes with a sterling silver setting, and it comes with a sterling silver chain, and you can buy this on my website, and the link is in the description below. This is something that I would highly suggest for you to have this month, because this is going to be a very spiritual month, but you will be able to feel this, you will be able to sense this, you will be part of it. But this time it's going to be different. This time the energy that you will feel, it's not going to last a day or two. It's just going to be the really beautiful continuation, which is just going to last throughout the month. Amazing. The beginning of August, it's all going to be about your own personal releasing, your own personal release on the karma that you worked on so far. And it's a very significant on the karma that was going on for the last 2 years, the karma that you were struggling with for the last 2 years, the karma that you were working on for the last 2 years. Now you have done the part of your spiritual journey that is obviously connected to your karma. So now this is the time of release. The beginning of August is going to start like a release. You will be almost literally be able to feel so much better that moment in time when that starts happening. It's amazing. So it's all going to be about a release, and also it's about a release, and it's about the kind of unfoldment of the actual situation. The 2nd of August is the first important day that I was going to say to you. The 2nd of August, this is going to be a significant time. This is going to be a significant day, because this is just going to be not only the whole new feeling, the whole new energy, the whole new power is coming in, but this is going to motivate you in such a way that you're going to find yourself in a situation like, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to manage this, I'm going to manage that, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And on another hand, that's going to make you realize about the adjustment. There's the adjustment that you needed to do. adjustment that you need to do. The adjustment is going to be absolutely life-changing, and you're going to realize this little adjustment is just going to automatically make other people be really happy for you, and it's going to make you be really happy for yourself as well. It's a very, very interesting thing that is going to come out of it, that is actually going to surprise you. In certain direction it's going to unfold indeed. There is a certain journey that you will plan on this day, or certain journey is going to happen on this day. But this particular journey is also going to be very interesting, because there is a spiritual experience that is going to happen on that journey, or while you're planning that journey, that is going to be of a really big significance later on. Expect some kind of a sign, some kind of spiritual unfoldment to happen. The second day is going to be on the 12th of August. Now, the 12th of August, the big family problem is coming to an end. A big family problem that is connected to the person that is in your family, that this person has been suffering, this person has been feeling really down, this person has been feeling really low, this person has been affected by someone else. Something happened to that person, but someone else has also been involved, but you really love this person to bits, and this is your family member, or it's like one of your best friends. The big problem is finally coming to an end when it comes to that person, but it is going to be required from you to kind of help them out. You are holding the key. You will be holding the key. Absolute powerful key when it comes to actually helping this person. Everybody else around you and in the family is actually going to benefit from it like there is no tomorrow. Scorpios, it's your time to shine. It's your time to heal. That's exactly what you're going to do. Not only you're going to be healing yourself throughout the month, but you will also have the ability to heal other people. Fantastic. And also, as I said, it's like the problem also, this is a different problem that's to do with you. This is the problem that was going on for the last 3 years in your life, that was just affecting you. It was affecting your health, it was affecting your way of thinking, it was affecting your work, people around, your financial situation. Just like everything was bloody affected by this. So there is a big problem that is actually coming to an end when it comes to you. This is different to what I mentioned about the family problem. This is something to do with you, and this was in your sign since 3 years ago, and it's a very, very fantastic result. It's going to come out, and the actual conclusion is going to be mind-blowing in a really good way, because it's going to have a healing effect on you and even the people who are really, really close to you. I do see you having like a little bit of fun, and I do see you having a little bit of like some kind of like a celebration because of this particular satisfaction, because how things going to start unfolding in your life with like you're going to be very, very inspired, and you're going to inspire other people, which on another hand is just going to give you an amazing boost of confidence. The 30th of August is another day that I need you to be careful. I need you to be careful and do not rush into any decisions, I'm afraid, because 30th of August is the day when I need you to be careful. Do not rush into any decisions, which means do not sign anything. If you are able to change the day, if you are able to change the time, please don't sign anything or anything like that, because I have a huge sign that you must not rush into decisions, which means to me so much when it comes to you. Do not start or do not do anything new on this particular day. If you have a power to change the day into some other day, then that's absolutely brilliant. But if you can't change it, and this is set in stone kind of, and then I would highly suggest something like to get like a moldavite crystals. You see this beautiful moldavite comes with a sterling silver setting and sterling silver chain, and you can get this on my website. And moldavite is absolutely brilliant, and it's fantastic, and it does help us to protect ourselves from all sorts of negative energies, negative people, negative entities, and things like that. And it helps in such a way that it just stops and blocks these entities and this negative energy to come towards us. If you cannot change the date, if you cannot change the day or date, I highly recommend to get like a moldavite, and maybe just wear a moldavite on that day when you do this, if you can't change it. But be very careful and just remember what I said, you see. But if you can't change the date, I completely understand. Just get something like a moldavite and wear it to protect yourself, so the things and energies on your side, okay? And also, what else I was going to say, like when it comes to the 30th of August, there's another thing that is completely unrelated to this that is going to happen. The 30th of August is also going to bring you a justice, your own personal justice with a case, with something that was going on for a long time, with something that was going on for a while. So if you were waiting for some kind of court case, if you were waiting for someone to like decide something for you and things like that, expect the good news and expect things to be actually decided in your favor, which is going to be absolutely brilliant, and it's going to put a big smile on your face. And also number 8 is going to be your lucky number that day. Number 8 is going to be your lucky number on the 30th of August. So maybe if you just write number 8 on your hand, or write it somewhere, have the energy of number 8 around you, it's just going to help you a lot. Okay, so the first part of August 2018, it's basically all about your own personal release when it comes to your own personal karma, which is on another hand help you and make you do your own person and start your own personal unfoldment, which is on another hand make you super creative, and you're going to find yourself so great in that particular situation, being super creative. When you are super creative, Scorpio, you are like mind-blowing, literally, because it's just very people find very difficult to take their eyes off you. Indeed, this is because of your amazing energy, and this creative energy is just going to be very grounding on another hand, which is on another hand going to bring a whole new passion into your life, the whole new realization, which is going to be like your own personal power. And on another hand, a new vision is going to motivate you, and it's just going to seem really fair to you to kind of change a certain part of your life. It's going to need changing, and this is a lot to do with your living arrangements, what you do with your lifestyle and things like that. But you will know that this is your own personal way towards victory and mental clarity, and it's a synchronization that you're going to start feeling with you and with the people around you. And this is going to be really, really important because of the loss of synchronization you felt lately, which is absolutely normal. We all go through this, and that is going to bring a whole new prospect and the project. You see, Scorpio, you're going to have the whole new prospect, and it's not only about the realization, but it's the actual prospect that you're going to have, which is going to be the whole new hope. There is somebody that is just going to be very, very proud of you. Somebody is really going to look up to you, and that is also going to mean to you quite a lot, because it's just going to be somebody who you really think of very highly. Okay, and also there is a realization that a certain part of your life will really need to change, like a big time. And before you didn't have a self-confidence, before you didn't have a confidence, you didn't feel like a self-esteem, you didn't feel like you have enough energy and power to do it. But now, with a twist of energies that you are going to have, with a brand new spiritual journey starting in your sign, there is some kind of realization about a certain part of your life which is like an illusion, and it's just not really good, and it's making you feel more negative than positive, and you will realize that certain things came to an end. Now you're going to start becoming very passionate about changing a certain part of your life that is no longer needed, and that is going to make you feel very passionate and ready for anything. And that in itself is going to surprise you how passionate and how energetic you are going to be. And there are nice things, there are really positive things that are going to start happening to you following that, which is going to be the universe and God's way of saying to you that this is something that you need to do. As soon as you pay attention to that, by the time you get to the second part of August, as soon as you're paying your attention to that, and as soon as you're thinking about a certain stage of your life needs changing, you will realize that it's synchronicity. It's followed by the really nice things happening. And as soon as you stop thinking about it, nice things are going to stop happening. And then as soon as you start thinking about it, nice things are going to start happening. And this is the universe and God's way of saying to you that this is something that really you need to do. Something that seems like a little bit painful or something, like, or a little bit like a negative, but it's not really. It's actually going to be really good, which is exactly what you're going to do. And that is going to be followed by your own personal change which is going to make a change, like a swift change with a very stale area in your life, which is going to make you feel more nurtured and more creating about a new stage in your life, because it's just all going to be towards your own personal security and towards your own personal practicality. It's just what you wanted to do, really. There is a challenge you will be facing, a challenge, and that challenge that you are going to be facing mid-August is going to come through your own manager, a leader, or somebody who is above you, like for example. And if you are like a self-employed, it's going to be somebody who is like an important customer. If you are retired, for example, it's just going to be somebody who's connected to the hobby that you do on daily or weekly basis. However, you just need to be yourself. My advice is be yourself. You're the best when you're yourself. You're the best when you don't copy other people. Don't try to be like other people. Just be yourself, and you're fantastic, bombastic. That's absolutely the whole point of everything. Okay? And it's just a whole new assertion is going to happen. That you're going to become very assertive because of all that creativity that you're actually going to have. The last part of August is also going to basically make you feel a little bit like you're going to wonder about a certain stage when it comes to your financial situation. Something is not going to happen like you wanted it to happen, and something didn't happen as quick as it would have happened. So you're just going to realize it's going to be fine. You just need to be efficient. You just need to be more efficient. As soon as you get to this particular realization, and efficiency is the realization that you're on the right track, you're on the right journey, but it's just going to take slightly longer. Before it was all kind of cloudy and it didn't make sense, but now it's all going to start making sense. There's a balance you're going to get back indeed, and there's the whole new inspiration and potential about yourself and about your life. You're going to realize, and also you're going to realize that you've got it all. You've got everything. You're going to realize that certain part of yourself which is absolutely magnificent, and once you realize this is going to grow. This is going to become more powerful and more powerful. On the other hand, that is going to reflect on you, your self-esteem and your confidence. It's going to be absolutely amazing, which makes perfect sense because it's August. It's all about the confident energy. It's all about self-esteem. It's all about power. It's all about feeling this beautiful energy of Leo. It's just amazing. So it's going to happen, but in moderation. And also there's the amount of money that is going to be followed by that. That very end of August is also going to bring, after all that realization, that there is a certain amount of money that you're going to get, certain amount of money that you're going to get a hold of, and that is going to be brilliant because it's going to give you the ability to actually go away and just have a little break. The end of August is going to make you think a lot about having a little break, go away, even if it's a couple of days away somewhere. It is going to be very strong connection and reconnection with the nature. Nature is really wonderful, fantastic. I always say to my clients, if they feel down, if they feel low, if they feel depressed, just go to the forest for like about half an hour, reconnect with a tree, reconnect with the nature, just find the nearest tree, place your hand on the nearest tree and just connect to it, feel its power, feel its energy. Let it tell you its story. Every tree has got its story to tell, but above all, it's the actual power. It's an amazing power that you can get through this. So this is all going to be on your mind, the reconnection with the nature, and it's also going to be the triple journey away. It's going to be on your mind, and this is going to be really significant and powerful and very good for you. A spiritual experience. You see, even if it's a couple of days away, even if it's like in the nearby village and things like that, this is going to be very significant indeed. Okay, so now my beautiful Scorpio, what I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to my spirit guide, and I'm going to connect to my guardian angels, and I'm also going to connect to you, Scorpio, first Scorpio that are in relationship for the month of August. I'm going to put your energy inside these cards here, Scorpio. Okay, and this is for the month of August for the Scorpios that are in relationship. Let's see how this month is going to develop. Let's see how this month is going to develop. Ooh. Okay, well, this is brilliant, because there is a big problem. The bottom line is that the big problem, it's coming to an end. There is some kind of negative situation between you two. There was some kind of disagreement with you two happen, and this came from your partner. This stemmed from your partner, and this particular disagreement was pretty much so with a certain lifestyle and with what they do and what happened so far. And also there was like some kind of dissatisfaction with what they do, and the certain choice that they made recently maybe wasn't the choice that you wanted them to make. This made a little bit of murky waters in between you two, and you weren't too sure what to do anymore, but you both decided to step away from the situation, turn towards different things in life, and just deal with it later on, which is sometimes the right thing to do, but this was just part of the old spiritual journey. Now the new spiritual journey is starting, and the solution to this problem, to this particular problem, is coming, and your partner is actually going to have a rather nice surprise for you, a really nice surprise for you, and it's also going to come with a little bit of a challenge, and a little bit of adjustment. There is something going to happen in between you two, and it's going to be really good. Something is going to happen in between you two, and it's going to be really wonderful, because most certainly your relationship is going to go on the whole next level. But this is also going to involve a certain challenge that is going to be really good for both of you, very significant, but you're also going to kind of you're going to need to look at the situation from a slightly different angle, and that little adjustment that you are going to have, you're looking at the situation from a slightly different angle, it's going to bring the whole new possibility that is going to be amazing, and it's going to have so much to do with you, your living arrangement, and with your next step. However, the bottom line is that this is going to be very good for your relationship, and after that moment, after that time, your relationship is actually going to go on the whole new level. Fantastic indeed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, Scorpio, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to focus on those of you that are single and ready to mingle. Okay, so Scorpios that are single, I'm going to connect to my spirit guide again. I'm going to connect to my guardian angels. I'm going to put your energy of the Scorpio, single Scorpio, for the month of August. Putting your energy in. Okay, single Scorpio for the month of August, and I'm going to shuffle this, and let's see what is going to happen. Single Scorpio for the month of August. Single Scorpio for the month of August. Okay, let's see. Single Scorpio for the month of August. Okay, ooh la la. I'm going to take the third one here. Okay, brilliant. You see, there is this is what's getting on my nerves now when I see this. You see certain things, like there is somebody from the past that is just going to be keep on your mind. Somebody's going to keep on somebody's going to be keep on being the part of your thinking. Somebody's going to be on your mind a lot. Somebody who shouldn't, somebody who's part of your past, somebody who shouldn't even be there anymore, and I don't like that person. Sometimes we go out with people, and sometimes, you know, we just finish relationship, and sometimes we're just back together, and sometimes people just stay together. That's all fine. That happens. That means that, you know, the spiritual journeys of two people had to like work out on their own personal karma until the personal karma came to an end, and then just realize that they are really meant to be together. But this, or sometimes, you know, you just are with someone, or you think that you want to be with someone, but then you realize that then you shouldn't, you know, you and nothing happens, or you know, it's just or you're together for like a little while, and then you just split up and things like that. And sometimes that's it, you know, that's it. You had a really short spiritual journey with someone, you needed to have a really short spiritual experience in order for your spirit to grow, and this is exactly what happened. So please, this could be somebody who you had relationship with, or this could be somebody who you really used to fancy. This could be somebody that you maybe just had a one-night stand with, and things like that. However, somebody from the past is going to try to come back. Please just do not go for it. My advice would be no. And sometimes certain people are in the past because they are meant to be in the past. So whether you've been with this person or not, whether you're just focusing on them, I would just completely ignore when they try to come back, or if they're just a part of your mind, they might try to come back, like literally, or they might just be on your mind. So whoever is on your mind that was part of your past, please forget about it. That's my advice. On another hand, I will tell you, these are all completely different cards and they all mean completely different things. On another hand, you will be socializing a lot. You will be out a lot. Your energy is going to be amazing. You're going to be very sexy. You're going to feel sexy. You're going to look sexy. You're going to look amazing. You're going to be radiant. This is your time full of energy, and other people are going to be able to sense this, feel this, and I can see you having lots of time, and I can see you like I'm meeting lots of people and having absolutely incredible time. But there is somebody that you are going to meet that is just going to have a significant impact on you. Somebody who you're going to meet and somebody who you're going to find sexy, not because of how they look like, but somebody who you're going to find sexy and very interesting because of their own intelligence and their own energy and their own power, self-esteem. It's a confidence that they're going to have that is just going to absolutely blow you away. But also the way people are around this person. There is something a lot to do with the reputation what this person have. But this person is just somebody who you wouldn't normally go for, somebody who you wouldn't normally fancy. But it's just, again, one of those people are the most powerful, because as more as time we spend with them, the more we want them. As more time we spend with them, we fancy them more, you see. So there is someone very, very special going to come forward. But first, it is just going to be very interesting conversation. First, you're going to be mesmerized by this person as well in so many different ways, and then until you realize that you feel so great around that person, you will just want to spend time with them more and more and more until you start to fancy pants of them. Literally, you will meet this person when you are out. You will meet this person when you least expect it. You will meet this person when other people are around. You will meet this person maybe on your way out or even on your way back from being out, you see. But there is going to be a very strong connection when you are out and when you are surrounded by other people. My lovely Scorpios, you really do have so much actually going on this month. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. This is going to be the time of rediscovering yourself. This is going to be a very significant time of changes, time of new energy, time with new power, and you are just going to be able to feel this indeed. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.